Welcome back, Hot Wheel collectors and diecast enthusiasts, to another episode of Curb's Garage. Today we're going to look at one of my favorite diecast of all time, and it is not the Snoopy House Hot Wheel, although it is relative to it. It is the 1970 release Red Baron from Hot Wheels. This was a Tom Daniels design based on the Howard Reese plastic model from Monogram that they collaborated together with and made the Hot Wheel. And there is in a 1:1 scale. You can look it up on YouTube. I'm sure if you Google or YouTube search Red Baron car, it will pop up. So that's pretty neat to look at. So these came with the pointed helmet, German helmet, and the Iron Cross decals on both sides. And they had the Spectre Flame red paint, black interior, the red line wheels, all metal, and there is one with white interior that's ultra rare and worth a pretty good chunk of change. 2,500 was in the Tomlinson guide. I'm sure it's probably worth more than that now, but I've yet to see it. But anyhow, so that is the original 1970 one right there. Got a few of those for you to look at. Just some different samples. These are all fairly cheap to come by. I don't know why maybe they weren't so popular. I don't know. They're only like $5 to $20 mint condition. They book at $45, but I don't think anybody's ever paid $45 for a regular Red Baron. I haven't, that's for sure. But I really dig the design, so I pick them up because no one else is going to do it. I'll do it. Heck, I'll take as many of these as I can. So there's the Iron Cross logo on the radiator right there. A funny one-sided looking engine. This is interesting. This has got a quite different looking cross than the other one. Also, the paint seems to be, even though worn, seems to be quite a bit darker. So let's see if the base has got any tail sign for us. I do not see anything different. So just a different shade of red and different decal. So interesting on that. So that is the 1970. In 1973, they released it again with the enamel paint job that was going on in 1973. So, of course, the Red Baron also came out in the enamel, which is actually probably out of all the cars that came out in 1973, I think the Red Baron probably looks the best in the enamel paint job than the rest released that year. So they kept the point on the helmet, but they took off the Iron Cross decal, kept the black interior, everything pretty much the same, and they were still being built in Hong Kong. So that was 1973. And then in 1974, they kept the red enamel paint, and they nubbed the little point, and they also kept the Iron Cross logo off. Then they kept the interior black, and they didn't come in any color than red back then. And here's a black wall variation of that, which is may or may not be hard to find. I don't rarely ever see a black wall variation of the Red Baron, but they do exist. Here's an example right here. So I'll have to look and see. I'm sure there's a value difference there. Here's one with missing the interior there. I got a few samples of the 74. They're all none in really great condition, but like I said, that's why I grabbed these, because they're so cheap and I think they're cool. So there's the last of the 1974s. And 1993, they released it again. This has a nice chrome helmet, and I think that's how they started, but then they just doled out over the years. And they kept the stub and kept the Iron Cross decal off of it, and now it comes in various paint schemes, Spectra Flame, pink, blue, all these several colors. And then they have the 25th anniversary stamp there, as you can see, and made in China. Still pretty cool. And other than that, everything's the same. Then in 1994, they came out with they released it again. This time they kept the nub, and then they had the red crossbones, and they have the Der Rotbären in German on the back. I think those are tampos probably. And the red lines, reissue red lines. And this one was made in Thailand. I'm not sure how many colors this came in, but the base has the vintage stamp on there, and that's how you know. So we'll just take another quick look at them, and I'll just go over it real quick. So you got the original Red Baron from 1970 with the Spectra Flame paint, the point, and the Iron Cross. Here's a variation of the 73 with a little bit darker red and the point and a larger cross with a white outline. Here's the 1973 red enamel paint, pointed top, no cross. Here is 1974. Same red enamel paint with the nub now, also missing the Iron Cross logos on the side. Here's the Blackwall variation. And then here is the pink Spectra Flame 25th anniversary from 1993. And then last, the white enamel from 1994 from the vintage series. So that is it, and I have one more just to show the whole batch. So here are my Red Barons, and that is it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Happy hunting, and looking forward to seeing your videos. So have a good day.